This is my old laptop. It's broken, as you can see. The hinge in it, oh, it's just terrible. I just use it as a media player now. So, my new laptop, you've seen the video before. It is a MSI, forget the name. Here's a piece of the laptop, my old laptop. And this is why I had to get a new computer. As a graduate student in architecture and primarily basically design, and since I do this video stuff, I really like it. I needed something that can handle modeling, rendering, 2 different types of rendering, but 3 different types of rendering if you count video editing, and just the workflow that's easy for me to use, which is the Windows system, versus Mac. I'm a little accustomed to Mac, but just for familiarity and primarily program use, everything that I use or that the industry of architecture uses can be used on a Windows system. Primarily one of the bigger, call it BIM modeling softwares, run really well on Windows. And there's like there are ports that you can run Windows on Macs, but it doesn't always work too well, so I didn't want to have that problem, so I just stuck it out with Windows once again. And this is why I have a gaming laptop for architecture school. Now let me tell you why this is just as good as a MacBook Pro. This has ports. This has plenty of ports, all the ports you can ever want, and it's great. I don't have to buy a dongle, which is brilliant. No dongles. Nobody wants to be carrying around dongles. Alright, so this has 3 USB ports. I think they're like 2.0, 3.0. One of those is 3.0. And it has a USB-C port, HDMI, a headphone jack, and an audio jack. That's pretty impressive. The keyboard, pretty good. This big thing about keyboards with Apple and all this stuff, at least it's not the, the type of keys. It just works. Trackpad's a bit small, and compared to a MacBook Pro, it does not handle much responsiveness if you're not on the left side, left clicking. So that's the thing. So one thing I do like about MacBook Pros, the large touchpad. It's magnificent. It really is. I do want to compare the sound between this one and the HP laptop. I really think the HP is much better because it has the Beats by Dre audio infused into it. That was one of the crossover laptops HP did with Beats before they got sold to Apple. So, I want to do that test. I'll show you some gameplay, and what else? I guess our render speed for both a model, architecture model, and also a video, and then that'll be it. First, we're going to do the HP with the Beats audio software versus the Dyna audio with the MSI. So first, HP. Here we go. Both on 50% volume level. Here we go. Rhino model, and this is just a basic model. So I have the settings set up, and I'm just going to render this. So let's find the render right there, and it's just using the basic Rhino renderer. Yeah, That was quick. Sun shadow and all that. It's very basic. I'm sorry. Next time, I'll go through a proper walkthrough and use V-Ray. Maximum quality. This is not entirely what I do, but this is just gist of it. It doesn't matter for this, but 16 and 24 is fine for 1080p, and I'm only at a half a gigabyte, just over a half a gigabyte. Okay, and then export. It's not done yet. It should be one more little sequence. There it is. Let's give it a second. Haven't done an edit. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that's about normal. It's gonna crunch through this with ease. So fast forward this. Alright, and there it is. It is done. The render of the video is done, and it's ready to be put on YouTube, whatever, Facebook, Instagram, wherever I want to put it. Now to gaming. Pick a car. Of course, you go with the Porsche. Start. And the only problem with this is maybe a hiccup in internet. I mean, that's about it. Hardware is going to run it till it can't run it anymore. It's just a connection with the internet to keep it on the server. That's it. I mean, there's no hardware problem unless it's really a problem and I'm running it to its limit. But for like an hour or two, it'll be fine. Get one good. Oh. This is terrible. Oh yeah, wide angle view. I'm pushing it too hard. It was rubbing out. I probably should follow the arrows. Yeah, Porsche.